The Guam Election Commission office in Hagåtña was abuzz throughout the day as in-office voters waited for their turn to cast their votes. Executive Director Maria Pangilinan had a moment to describe what was left on the day before the primary election.
In-office voting is until 5 o'clock today. Homebound voters are being serviced. There's quite a few that have called in. Absentee ballots from off island are still being received. And we're coordinating everywhere.
Pangilinan also says they are also calling on alternates to fill in for some precinct officials that canceled at the last minute. But otherwise, her staff was busy earlier this afternoon as they transported the 4 tabulators up to the University of Guam for testing and set up the layout of Election Central. And if the power goes out when the ballots are counted tomorrow night, she notes the Guam Power Authority will be on standby.
If the power goes out, GPA is supposed to be able to get us back on with their standby crew. We have backup minimal lighting getting set up. And we have the UOG Fieldhouse helping us with the setup as well.
So this is it. This is where all the action is going to be taking place tomorrow night at the UOG Fieldhouse when the polls close at 8 p.m. Behind me, you see GEC officials. They're setting up for tonight's test election for those 4 tabulator machines. And from what we're also told, there'll also be manual tabulators next to the machines, which will be towards my right-hand side.
No crossovers. Vote down the A column front and back. Down the B column front and back, or C column front and back.
Pangilinan continues to remind people to not cross over when they vote in the primary and to only vote for one person in the nonpartisan race. She says people need to bring their IDs when checking into their respective polling site. The decolonization registry will also be available. Voting will begin at 7 a.m. and end at 8 p.m. She also comments on electioneering.
Electioneering only happens, beyond the 100-foot boundary. If anything like that happens, the people are welcome to file administrative complaints if they think that it's inappropriate.
GEC officials will start off Election Day at 4 a.m. as they load up over 20 buses to transport the ballots and materials needed for each polling site. 49,121 people are registered to vote, and Pangilinan says she optimistically expects over 45% voter turnout as she prepares to lead her first primary election. Josh Tikenko, PNC News.